Welcome everybody to episode 19 of Tales from the Tackle Shop, and we are getting very close to Winter League final.
Very close, aren't we?
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I know look like I'm really excited.
Yeah, you didn't sound it then.
Yeah, I'm trying to be super cool.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Don't be cool.
Yeah, trying to be. Yeah.
No, not long now, mate. So this comes out on Wednesday, and then we're into it, aren't we?
Yeah. Couple of days.
Anybody practice this week?
No.
Bloody good job.
Not that you could anyway. Not that you would.
Should I drop my little videos in now?
Yeah.
Not of the backside.
I think it was a bit of an eye opener for a lot of people coming down practicing and stuff. They didn't realise that March could flow as hard as it does, and yeah, it's well, people are like, wow, it's so fast today. I said, well, that's nothing. It was nearly double that last Sunday, and today it's like it was last Sunday.
Today is high.
Yeah.
Hooning through. Let me we'll talk over the videos, but I'll stick them in here, and you can see that this is from Health Centre Bridge, and the platforms you can see.
Epicentre.
Yeah, the epicentre.
Yeah.
We'll come back onto that later.
Yeah.
But the platforms that you can see that I've zoomed in on, they must be normally 3 foot, 4 foot above the water level.
Yeah, good 2 foot, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and they are literally up. So it's the highest I have seen it this winter. Whether it's been higher, I don't know. But it is.
It might have been higher. Well, the other Christmas, I reckon it might have been higher.
Was it 3 Christmases ago?
Yeah.
4?
3, I think. Yeah.
That's the highest I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's not as bad as that, but yeah,
that was going up my steps. That was over my decking, well over the decking. It was virtually over the railway sleeper that I got, isn't it? Coming up the garden, not on top, but up the steps. That was high. That was when my boat went up in the air, knackered my decking. I just thought, oh my God, this is going to break off and it's going to be the end of the world. But it wasn't. No, it's high. Oh, but I think, are we forecast rain for the rest of the week?
Bits and bobs. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's either going to be really good or really shite.
Obviously, it depends. It's going a bit colder. Forecast being a bit cold. Like instead of being 8 at night, it's sort of 3 at night type thing, which will make a big difference. But the rivers the drains get rid of the water so quick, don't they? That's what they're designed for. And come Wednesday, if they don't have more rain, that'll be absolutely perfect, I would think.
When I said it's going to be really shite, did I sound like, lad?
Squat line and cast.
I like metal detecting me.
Yeah. Do you own a farm?
Do you know a farmer?
That knows. Yeah.
Right, so we had an interloper here, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Yeah.
We let the infamous Ben Taylor into did he call it the Red Room?
Yes, he did, yeah.
I think he quite enjoyed himself, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think he enjoyed it.
So we let Ben Taylor in, and we're going to let Ben Taylor loose in a minute. He's brilliant, wasn't he? But we did meet some of the other Ossett lads as well. And one in particular had a bit of an impression on me.
Did he?
Michael Lodge.
Yes.
So as soon as he met us in Spoons, he was quite rude to me.
He knows he knows you too well, doesn't he?
Then he said he knew Spolt, so I thought I'd catch him out. So I phoned Spolt from Spoons.
Yeah.
Spolt was...
Spolt is his best mate.
It was Ben Taylor's dad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ben Taylor's dad joined us, and...
John Goodwin, yeah.
What's John's surname?
Goodwin.
Yeah, he's lovely, isn't he? He's actually the nicest one of the lot, really. And Ben.
Yeah. You basically everyone apart from Lodge.
Oh, he was having a go at me all the time. Yeah. But anyway, so Ben's dad said Spolt is a god.
Yeah, yes.
These Ossett lads, Spolt...
He won them the national, didn't he?
That's what he said. I went, no, bullshit. So I phoned Spolt. I said, I'm here with some blokes who reckon you won them the national. He went, oh, yeah.
5 pints of squats and I said, 2 kilos of worms.
Someone who's got a metal detector. We went, oh, that'd be Lodgy. I think, they all know each other.
They know him well. He helped them. I think he helped them when they won the final before. The Winter League final, I think Spolt had helped him out as well. Yeah.
It is a small world.
It is. Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, that was to be joking apart. Michael's Lodge. He just entertained us all night, didn't he?
Yeah.
With metal detecting and his roundabout jumping exploits.
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny. Before we give anything away, should we go straight into Ben Taylor?
Too right.
Right, let's go straight into it.
So, special guest. Dan cracks in for the final, and we thought we'd grab you before you drank copious amounts of beer and listened to Lodgy talk about his metal detecting.
Metal Detectorist of the Year 2019, 20, 21, 22, and 23, I think. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh,
But as with a body like mine, you don't drink copious amounts of beer, as you
No,
can tell. I'm an
same as me,
enthusiast.
yeah.
So
It's quite nice to sit next to someone that doesn't make me look like an absolute massive giant.
well, I asked my mum actually if she'd ever been to March before when I first saw you, and she said no, so we're all right, I think.
It's hard at the top, isn't it? It's all right when you're retired and you can go to the gym and do all that, you know. Put your pictures of yourself on the internet and that, you know.
In a really tight Arsenal shirt, I
Yeah. Ooh, love you, Simon. Anyway, so thanks for coming on. We're going to start from the beginning. Obviously, I've known you a bit through England youth set. I think that's where I first met you.
Yep.
So start from the beginning, mate.
So I started fishing a long time ago. To be fair, how old I was, very young. My dad, fortunately enough, was also a very keen fisherman who got my brother into fishing. My brother's 4 years older than me, so he's got into
He's my age, isn't he? 35?
35, yeah, I'm 31. So he got into match fishing quite early. I kind of would help carry his gear to his peg as usual.
I remember the first time I see you, I think you won, Ossett won the Division 1 National on the Junkie.
Yeah.
And you was about that big.
Yeah.
Blonde hair.
Yeah, bright bleak. I used to have beach blonde hair, and then I was a gym boy, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But yeah, that were me. Carry everyone's gear to the bank, and then my brother at 18, 19-year-old got in the England youth set up. And obviously I seen him go through and thought, I fancy a bit of this. So I got into it myself. Started fishing. My dad took me on my first match, which was called West Yorkshire Police match, believe it or not. The actual police used to run a match local to us, which had like 300 young kids, which back then were a really big match. And my dad entered me in that as a cadet, and I actually won the whole thing on my first ever time out. And I won a Browning Black Magic pole and a box, and then ever since then I've been hooked. So and here I am now, so still at it.
Awesome.
So from then on, it went on to kind of the Ossett setup, which my brother was in. He doesn't actually go fishing anymore, unfortunately, but I've kind of carried it on. So got in with the Ossett lads, like you say, started going with them, and then kind of followed.
So who was in the team then when you sort of... It's different to it is now. Like the Ossett team
there's a few
always
stalwarts.
seems to evolve.
Yeah, there's a few stalwarts. So Mr. Lodge himself was still in there then. The Gary Jubb.
Spalt's best mate. Lodgy,
I think he's everyone's
honestly,
best mate, to be fair, mate.
All Spalt goes on about is Lodgy. He's obsessed with
Does he tell you about how he found a gold Roman coin somewhere in March once?
No.
You don't know when he found us, do you? Don't let him tell you if you do. But yeah, so there were good few stalwarts then. Mark Wainwright, which unfortunately, again, he's now moved on to barbel specimen fishing, and that's all he does. Tony Hopkins, someone you know really well.
Thanos.
He'd collared me up now if he was sat here, but unfortunately, in fact, here we go. Look, this is a Tony Hopkins. Whenever he walked in and he'd done well, collar went up. Again, brilliant angler, moved to Ireland and wins a lot of money in Ireland. Fishes actually for Ireland now at international level. Like I say, Lodgy there were a lad called Tony Bell who were a brilliant angler. Gary Jubb, I don't know if you know Gary Jubb. Again, brilliant angler. Mally, they started Bob Brown. There were some brilliant anglers who have kind of moved on to other things, but like you say, we've evolved over years to learn to adapt, I suppose. It's how team fishing is, isn't it? As people move in and come on, you're a
very tight-knit team, aren't you?
Yeah, we like to think we don't have a...
you are from actual Ossett or very close to
be fair, not so much anymore like there was, but we are... I only live 2 miles from Ossett myself. Obviously, Lodgy lives in Ossett. There's a few lads who live in Ossett, but we have kind of had to, as team fishing as I say, it's not like it once was, is it? But we've had to kind of expand to places. I mean, like we've got Helen now, who's obviously in the England Women's World Champion. She's from Warrington. Really? Which is a good hour and 20 minutes from Ossett, but she still comes and gets involved, and she's absolutely fantastic.
Tom Fisher?
Tom does. He's Sheffield, so we've kind of adapted to suit what we've had to do, really, and we've got some fantastic anglers at present. But yeah, I just went with them, and then fortunate enough for me, I think 2010, 2011, I got picked myself to represent England at youth level at under 18s level. So that were nice. Went to Italy, World Championships, complete different experience. And then that kind of hooked me more into the bigger matches, this is what I want to do. I don't want to go on these 20 peg open matches anymore. I want to be competing at world level. And unfortunately, I outgrew the age category. And if I'm honest, once you get a job and an house and everything else, you kind of can't chase I'd love to chase the dream now, but obviously I'm at an age where you'd have to do it. Pretty much everyone in England set up is full time, and I'm just an electrician with 2 kids from Wakefield, unfortunately. So really enjoy it, and we're kind of at a place now, Ossett, where I feel like we've got the right anglers to move forward. Yeah. And team fishing, I think, is coming back, if I'm honest. I don't know how you feel down here, but...
I think, I definitely feel our Winter League, there's more people sort of interested in it, 100%. I know what you guys are like, the banter, the social side of things is everything. Yeah. And I think for us around here, that is as well.
Yeah.
I think that's why we get on so well with the Ossett lads and that. It's, I can imagine you guys being the last ones left in the pub, a bit like us this end.
For definite. And obviously, like I said to you, that we definitely feel that. I said that in Van O'Way, we definitely feel the hospitality when we come down here is brilliant, and there's no better than that. It's like northern people getting, and we just want to get on with everyone. You know? That's how it is. But the fishing, for definite, is where kind of like you, we like catching fish. Some of these winter leagues you listen of are a bit like, I caught £1, 7 grams and half an ounce, and for us, we like going and catching fish, and we're used to venues where we catch fish. We pick venues, where we catch fish. So hence why we like coming down here, and you've got it fantastic around here.
Yeah, only for half a season, but you've got the big canals in the summer, haven't you? Which the fishing in the summer around here is fantastic if you get up early and go and you want to do a bit of pleasure fishing, but on natural venues in the summer, it's non-existent.
So ours in the summer, as probably everyone's aware, the Aaron Calder and New Junction Canal, probably the 2, if not including the Gloucester Canal, are the 3 best 3 deep canal venues in the country by a long way.
You can't really class the Gloucester Canal in.
Well, no, you can't. If it were up to me, every match would be on Aaron Calder and New Junction Canal, but unfortunately it's not, and it is a fantastic venue, and this year we're lucky enough, I think, to host the Feeder National on both venues, and it'd be very, very interesting for other people to come and see how good it actually is, because it's unreal in that time of year. There ain't many canals where there's times where you go and catch £15-20 and you just think, well, I'm nowhere near it for him, even in your section.
Is it more skimmers than that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of like little pommies, skimmers, majority skimmer dominated. Obviously, there's odd big fish as well, like these in a lot of venues, and some of our lads have got it. Seem to have got it down to a T to catch some big fish. So
Bowers always seems to draw on a pile, doesn't he?
Bowers, well, we don't speak about Man United fans. No.
Yeah.
Imagine coming from close to Leeds and being a Man United fan.
Yeah.
It's not for me, unfortunately.
Doesn't Nick Crooks come from?
Yeah, Nick Crooks. Well, he's about 10 mile from Leeds, a long way from Manchester, but guess what? He's a Man United fan. So, we don't speak about them. Unfortunately, they are 2 of my very, very good friends.
It wasn't you that mentioned that you got a chip shop the other week, was
it? It might have been me.
Yeah.
I was hoping Lee Kerry might have been watching, and thought, well, Crooks are getting chip shopped every week, I can't be picking him.
Because obviously he was fellow Ossett angler.
He was a fellow Ossett angler, we're very much lost.
Lee Kerry come from Ossett?
Lee Kerry, Joe Carras, Sandy Geldar, Nick Crooks, Tom Barlow. That's probably in the last 5 years.
Really?
So we're very much... Listen, look at Barnsley, they're flying out there, so we all do it to win medals and they're flying.
But you guys give them a run for the money on the local
league, well, we actually, going into the last round of this year's Winter League, we tied, and it went on section count back, and unfortunately they beat us 12 sections to 10, but there's no better league than having them in your league, because as far as I'm concerned, they're the best team in Europe by a long way. Brilliant. And we give them a run for the money every single year. I think in the last sort of 4 years, it's 2-2. They've beat us twice, we beat them twice. And like I say, this year it were a draw. They beat us on section count back, so it were a draw going into the last round. But brilliant. Listen, they can catch fish, and touch wood, it's not them lifting a gold medal next week, it's us. Or if it's not us, it's you.
Yeah.
So that'll do us.
Yeah. I mean, the fishing you guys do, it looks fantastic. You know, the canals are like a lot of caster fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first went on the junkie, when Ossett won the national, it was all like chucking across for a chub
Yeah.
and squat fishing sort of up and down for roach. And
Yeah.
that's sort of changed now, has it, as well?
Yeah, massively. So, sort of the Aaron Calder and New Junction, mainly the New Junction now. There's still the roach there, there's still the header roach there, and it's still very, very good. But what used to be chucking a lobworm for a chub has gone now because the chub seem to have just died out. I mean, there's still a few at certain sections, but very rarely. Now it's inundated and it's brilliant with sort of 6 ounce to 2 pound skimmers and bream.
True skimmers.
And sometimes you can go 3 hours and you just think, I'm just going to catch roach, and for 2 hours, it's absolutely, you can just drop on what you class as a skimmer line and you can catch 20 pound of these little snotties in the last 2 hours, and it's fantastic fishing. And year on year, obviously the New Junction Canal and the Aaron Calder Canal both feed Southfield Res, which obviously you see Southfield Reservoir, massive
is that where they
head of
catch
skimmers
one fish?
in winter. That's where they all go play bingo in winter.
That's where the ledger made his name, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that.
Mally.
Yeah, well, like I say, if you want to go play bingo, there's a Mecca bingo all nearby, but Southfield wouldn't be for me to play bingo.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously the skimmers, they seem to be thriving at the minute in these northern deep canals, and long may it continue, because to me, I'd love to see a World Championships on the Aaron Calder Canal, because there's sections where, like Gould Docks, for example, it's as straight as a die, it's the same width all the way down, and if obviously access is the big problem these days, but if it wasn't for the access, I honestly think it'd probably host the fairest World Championships anyone had ever seen, because it's literally the same depth everywhere, and it's full of fish, so you can't say no better than that.
You know, you're lucky to have that in the summer, aren't you?
Yeah,
you really
definitely.
are. You really are. Awesome. And then obviously your winter league,
full of pike, massive perch.
You're getting a lot of rod now.
Yeah,
as well,
massive rod. Do you know what? I think you ought to come on the Stainforth and Keeby Canal at Thorn, because every time I sit on a shed full of roach, I seem to get 4 million pike in my peg. And if you could just come and stand outside of me, I'll fish for roach, you catch all the pike. We've got an happy medium there, haven't we?
On a fly.
Yeah, on a fly. In a boat, in a kayak.
Yeah. and his GoPros and his side imaging. Oh dear.
In an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah.
Ben, there's a roach there.
Oh look, we'll just drive to Alex. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. So you obviously fish Don, as you say.
Yeah.
On Don.
Yeah, on Don.
Allcroft. And where else do you fish?
Stainforth and Keeby Canal at Thorn, fantastic venues.
And your winter league's done pretty quick, innit?
Yes, I think we're the earliest to start and earliest to finish. We literally, I would like it to be like yours, where we did a round and a practice and a round, but we literally go straight in, 6 rounds back to back. And it's good in a way. I mean, for people like myself who's got young kids and that, I kind of split my time. So I always fish the winter league all 6 rounds. And then actually Sunday before on the March Open, but the first time I've been fishing since last round of the winter league. So I pack all my gear away, and then I literally just spend some time with kids and family, and then straight back out for February for March. And then I put it all away again until June, and then that's me again. Then June through, we fish, it's called Kegel Summer League, which you probably see. Yeah. Massive league, 120, well, between 100 and 120, depending on how many teams enter, every week, back to back, on Aaron Calder, New Junction. This year we've got Trent as well at Burton Joyce.
Yeah.
So it'll be a fantastic league. Unfortunately enough, we've been fortunate enough to win that, I think, last 4 or 5 years in a row. So it's nice to get out there.
Is that the one Barnsley not allowed to fish?
Well, for me, I'd fish against them every week if it were up to me. But I think, well, that's not my opinion. It's not my choice. But I think there's some uproar there, let's say. But there's some very good teams, and also there's some really good, like you say, and this is what I like about match fishing, there's teams like Walton and District, for example. It's just all old boys that are probably over 70, every one of them. But they turn up every week, everyone helps them with a barrow to the peg, helps them put the platform in, and every single one of them come fishing. And they probably come last every week, but they're not there for that, they're just there for the good crack, and that's the thing that I really enjoy about our sort of leagues around us.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great, mate. A lot of people say, if the Winter League final did move from the drains and decoy up, your way has been mentioned. Would you think this time of year you'd be able to get 150 pegs somewhere on it? Would the junkie or the Stainey fish?
I think the Stainforth Canal would fit 130 pegs on, so you would be looking a bit like yourselves after split it.
Yeah.
I think you could fit definitely a good 100 peg match on.
Yeah.
But there's areas a bit like yourselves where in Thorn Town Centre you're smack in the middle of the town. You've got houses right behind you, and they're a bit for obviously people going to the toilet and whatever. So and unfortunately, like yourselves, we're all down in a bank where it's all enclosed. There's no trees, there's nothing. So you'd fit a good 100 pegs on the Stainforth Canal, and I think you probably fit a good 30 pegs somewhere.
Yeah.
It's finding where, or 50 pegs somewhere. But listen, it's going to be. There's nothing that's rival what you've got down here. Not this time of year. This is best venue. And I mean, this year for definite, it's probably
Hopefully,
the second best I've seen it. For definite. And if it holds up for next Saturday, I think it could be a fantastic match.
I think so, mate. I don't think you'll see a big weight like that won it last year, but I think it'll be more consistent.
Yeah.
You know, last year there was areas that were really tough, wasn't there? The roach seemed to have disappeared. They were in certain pegs, but this year there's like another wave of roach. Small roach appeared.
Yeah.
Perch, the rudder appearing this last
Unreal
week or so.
venue. I think I said to you that not last week before the match up, and I came first time fishing since November. Caught £33 and drove home disappointed. I thought I should have caught £45 there today if I'd have been fishing a bit. And it's like there ain't many venues you can go and catch £33 and think I should have done better than that.
And the thing is, it's that deep, 13 metres wide.
Exactly.
Sat in there with a platform.
How many fish must actually be in front of you is what
It's
you've
right,
got to think. Like if you actually netted in front of you, how many are you actually missing out on?
I know. People fish up and down the country on commercials, don't they? You know, you see 30, 40 pound weights.
Yeah, it's
March is a natural venue.
unbelievable.
Narrow.
Imagine what it'd be like with some access and a few platforms and.
We say it every year, don't we? It would be one of the.
That's the only thing for me. Obviously, it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic fishing, but you might as well be a swamp donkey, ain't you, by the time you get out?
You walk like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to buy some spikes for on my wellies next week.
Just slide down. Yeah, just get used to mud. If you're allergic to mud, don't fish the fence.
No. But listen, the cat cannot rival it for the amount of fish for definite.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So, obviously, going back to Ossett, new sponsor. They've been with Browning a long time, haven't they?
Yeah, so
Originally Garbellino.
So when I first joined, it was Colmick, believe it or not.
Was it?
Colmick Ossett, yeah. We were in green back then. Then it went to Garbellino Ossett, and then we desponded, believe it or not. We actually said, you know what, let's give it a miss, and we all desponded. And then we came back unsponsored and won the Winter League finals.
Yeah, I remember,
yeah.
So who was in the team? Was it you?
It was me, Nick Crooks,
Ibo,
Mick Bauer,
and Lodgy.
Lodgy. Yeah, I think that was our five. And we came back unsponsored, said, come on, lads, let's get it all together. Let's go in the Winter League. Let's sort ourselves. We all kind of went to different teams, and it just wasn't the same, like it isn't. And we struggled for anglers, and we kind of then said, come on, let's all get back together. Let's sort it out. We went down to our local sort of embroiders and just had Team Ossett put on back of 10 jumpers and entered Winter League and got through and ended up winning Winter League final, and then got approached by a few different sponsors and went with Browning, and that were, it must be 6 or 7 years ago now.
More than that, mustn't it?
Do you think so?
Yeah.
It might be more, might be more. And we were with Browning ever since, and you know, Browning were fantastic for what we did, as in like the rods for what we did, skimmer rods were brilliant, like the range of gear that they did were fantastic. I suppose like hot rods.
Yeah.
It were a long-standing kind of relationship that we had with them, and they helped us out and we helped them out. And unfortunately, obviously Browning UK have gone, and well, Browning I think in general in Europe's gone, hasn't it? And we kind of. We toyed with the idea of let's just go unsponsored and be that team again where we don't need a sponsor to make us, we are a brand in ourselves kind of thing. But we had a few approaches from different sponsors, and Mick at Newfish is probably the best salesman this side of Abu Dhabi, and he sat down around a table with us and sold us everything. He probably told us everything we needed to hear, and fair play to him, he's backed us properly, give us what we wanted, and we are where we are currently. And
I think as a brand, Newfish are going in the right direction, aren't they? And they're local to you as well.
So they're a Yorkshire-based company.
Yeah.
and obviously we're a set of Yorkshire-based lads and lasses, so we wanted to go with them, and we've gone along for the ride and touch. Like you say, everything that they're doing is bang on. The gear that I've had in the last 3 or 4 weeks has been nothing. I've got nothing but good things to say about it, and I think they're going in the right direction.
Yeah,
definitely.
There's lots of things in the pipeline, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, some of the products that are yet to come to market, I think. The thing is with being led, the managing director being one of the best probably anglers in the world. I mean, he's in England feeder team, and I think he's not going to bring gimmicks or rubbish to the market. He'll only bring something when it's ready. And when you fish, the products that are on market currently, although not a massive catalogue like some brands, everything that they do is good gear.
And it's good price.
Yeah, exactly. And like I say, it comes from Yorkshire, which ain't much better, is there?
Not really. I say, yeah. So, predictions for the final then.
Us first, you second. We'll go with third. No, shall we let Barnsley come third this year?
Yeah. I think so.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that then. Us first, you second, Barnsley third.
Yeah.
I think the draw, it'll all be decided at the draw, don't you?
I think there's some areas we discussed on the other podcast the other week, and for us as a team, the more fish there is to catch, the more it benefits us.
Yeah, that's kind of us as well, where anglers that want to catch fish.
It's normally this time of year that we catch a lot of roach.
Yeah.
We're obsessed with roach. And, well, I am anyway.
They weigh a lot though, don't they?
They do, yeah. They do. And we're used to catching like 30 pounds of roach, and then all of a sudden Winter League final comes, the roach disappear, and all you catch is, like, it's peggier, there's skimmers and there's rudd in certain areas, and it makes it a level playing field. But for us, the way it's fishing,
It suits me down ground.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, that's kind of us as well, that we're used to catching fish, and I want it to be a fishing match.
Yeah.
I mean, throw back to 2 years ago, I remember we drew on the Wednesday like we did.
Yeah.
And I think because it was COVID, we drew the night before, so you drew
That's
your peg.
right, I remember.
So we were staying
we didn't qualify that year.
Yeah, so we were staying in a hotel in Peterborough, and I got given my peg, and they said, "You Benwick peg 29 or 26 or something." I can't remember what it was. And I said, "You know where that is, don't you?"
Little London.
To Lodgy, and he said, "Where?" I said, "That's bang on the boats."
It is the tree.
I'd never fished a match in my head so much the night before. I was literally like, I'm going to go there, I'm going to win this section tomorrow.
Normally it
I
does.
ran up the bank as fast as I could with my tackle on my barra, and I had one bite with 7 minutes to go and weighed 10 drams and drew with 6 other people in my section. And I honestly thought I was going to win the world.
Yeah.
In my head, I thought, I'm going to go there, I'm going to bag up. And everyone drew.
Normally it is. Peg 29 is like one of the most consistent pegs at Benwick.
And I just remember everyone just looking at each other after 3 hours and thinking, has anyone had a bite yet?
What has happened?
So you just don't know, do you?
No, I just hope it doesn't go like that this year.
Touch wood, everything this year holds out till next Saturday, because when it's like that, it's just a lottery, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And like you said, I think you mentioned it actually in last week's podcast, we actually came nearly last that year.
Yeah.
From winning it 2 years previous or 3 years previous to coming nearly last. And it's just draws like that. Unfortunately, you don't beat the draw when it's like that.
No, it's frustrating as well. It's more frustrating for us because we know the pegs and how it fishes. And I remember one year we had I drew at Factory Bank. Couldn't have drawn any worse if I tried, really. And I'd like going to my peg thinking, like someone just smacked you in the stomach. Do you know what I mean?
And then bagged up.
And as you're driving past, you go, all right, Sean Ashby, or all right, Paul Bick, and like the same old faces, like going to be first and second in the section.
Yeah.
And you just think, nothing worse than that feeling. But hopefully this year might be a bit different.
Might be your year.
I think everyone's enjoying the fishing at the minute. It's definitely a buzz with all the teams that are coming down.
100%.
They're like looking forward to going fishing tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what the forecast is like for next week, but if there's some more water come through the system, it might keep the fish in the system.
Yeah,
it keeps.
I think that's why there's so many roach feeding. Definitely because of the volume of water pushing through, and the fact that they've got to feed because of the flow. The other venues, I think the Bower is a new venue that obviously it's new for us as well.
Yeah, I've not seen it yet. I'm on the match tomorrow, so if I can, I'm kind of hoping I draw a peg on there just to say I've been or
well, if you imagine what you've caught today, just half it and half it
again, and then half it again.
It's a fantastic little stretch. It's like a canal. It's like a good canal. Instead of catching for 40 minutes, you catch for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there's other fish to catch. There is other fish to catch.
I've heard there might be some chub in there.
There is some chub in there, but I've never seen one come out in a match.
All right. But have you ever met Michael Lodge? Yeah.
He's one of them.
There's two people. We've just been on about this in the bar before I came here. We've got a lad called Michael Bauer.
Yeah.
Who loves fishing bread.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a venue called The Bower.
Yeah. And
it's a bread venue.
Yeah.
So is
He's
it
going to
written
win
in the
about
stars or not?
£20 of skimmers tomorrow. Isn't
Yeah, bro, we'll find out, won't we? But he's a Man United fan, so maybe not.
Yeah. Well, I will say it is very busy with walkers. Very busy.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Ship sideways.
Ship sideways, softer elastics, and all that. The Canal towpath Teds will love it. That's all I'm going to say.
So if I'm going to ask you a question now.
Yeah.
If you could pick any peg
Yeah.
next Saturday,
To win the whole match.
no, for you to sit on. Yeah,
For
well,
me?
if you want to win the match,
Oh.
you can win the match. What peg you picking? Because that's peg I'm going to draw, so I just want to see which one you pick first.
Well, that's a good question. What peg would I pick? Do you know, I've never really thought about that. Obviously drawing well in the section is good.
Yep.
But the way March is,
Culvert.
I'd say
No,
Culvert. I'm not sure
no.
if the one above the Elf Centre Bridge or the Marina Mouth could be
I
a
think
throw
the
away.
culvert's very good when there's a lot of roach
Yep.
and pommies and that sort of thing. But the way it's fishing,
Where are these rudd living? That's what we need to know.
well, they're up and down. That's a good question. Where's it going to be one from? I know Mist Underwater, that paralysed it last year. Whether it does this year, we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? If there's a few kicking about.
Yeah.
Where would I like to draw? I would like to draw, I think, for not an easy section win, an easier section win.
Yep.
I would probably say pegs 1 to 5 at Benwick are like.
Yeah,
Like
I'll let you
chalk
know
and
tomorrow
shooting,
because
yeah.
that's where I'm going to go,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I don't know. I think as personally me, I wouldn't mind. Well, if I'm in the team, I'm in picked yet. I haven't been picked yet. This is the thing. The bypass is a venue that I know pretty well, and I would take any half decent draw on the bypass. I think
Yeah.
that's what I would take.
You want to catch 1,000,000 fish?
Not 1,000,000 fish, just 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the right size. yeah. I think for me personally, there's less people going to get up there.
Yeah.
I think I would take the bypass, not on the MPEG. Well, I wouldn't mind the MPEG if it's black.
How far up is the MPEG?
I don't know. We've not had 30 pegs up there, so we don't even know what venues. You know, there might be 15 pegs. If there's 15 pegs up there, I'll take the MPEG every now.
No,
day.
I think I've seen it go out tonight. I think there's 30 pegs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think we've
Right.
sent it out. So
Well, if there's 15, I'll take the MPEG at the bypass. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. That's where I'd want to be.
but if not, we're having peg 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at
When you want to draw.
Yeah.
I would take. I think peg 1 to 5 is a good idea at Benwick.
Yeah.
I think you've. Yeah.
3 and 4.
Which is the one? Is that boat still there on one of the pegs?
No.
I remember years ago I once sat and fished on a boat. It might be.
That's
two or
right,
three.
Dolly's. All
No,
these
no,
pegs-
this is practicing.
Honestly. Oh, all right.
But this is why I'm asking you because I'm quite famous around our end for
yeah.
going in the bag and saying I'll have peg
You're the
so and
Ossett
so
bung,
today.
aren't you?
Go like this and go thank you. And
You're the Gav Butler, are you?
well, only thing is when I can't draw a good peg when both duffies are about because they're on one duffy's on one end and the other duffy's on the other end. I think they keep them in the back pocket, being double duffies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Unbelievable.
I fancy. I'd probably say first few at Benwick for good section points. Culver, I think.
Yeah. I
Could
think
be
any of them
good.
6 pegs on Wiggy's grass, you should really come in the top 60 section
Yeah,
because the further you go to the right, you still catch 20 odd pounds, but
You're not catching
20 odd
35.
pounds. No,
No,
you're not
yeah.
doing it. The fish are too small.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, people might say behind the swimming pool, but I think,
The long peg.
yeah, that's a good peg.
I'll have that one then.
Bandstand. Yeah, you and Draculic or Matt Godfrey or.
No, Dracula can't. He ain't come off it, has he? He's got a sign on it now.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
John Taylor's peg.
No, yeah, it is actually, yeah. But there's so many good pegs, and you're getting a bite of chuck wherever you draw at March. It just some areas, whatever you do, you catch these.
Yeah.
And other areas, you catch one of them a chuck.
Yeah.
And that's the difference at the end of the day.
Well, I'll go wherever there's one of these. I'm not bothered where.
Yeah, can imagine. So, anything else you want to add then, mate? Anything?
No, one thing I'd
Coming
like
in
to say is
summer.
thanks to you lads for exposure of our Winter League and all. I think it's been brilliant this year for exposing other Winter Leagues, and hopefully next year. I think next year what I might do is actually video our results, because our lad does it. Our organiser John Waterhouse does it really well, where he goes through the full results. So I think next year it'd be a good idea to actually video the results and send it in, because you get the banter then of everyone going up and everyone way, or when one of the said old boys win a bit of money, everyone stands up and claps, and it's a bit like your Winter League, where everyone is there for each other. You know what I mean? We all have a laugh.
You're going to post it on your media.
Yeah, well, that's
Send it to us as well.
yeah. No, that's definitely So that's about it. And obviously, like I say, thanks for having us on. If anyone doesn't follow us, New Fish on Ossett on Facebook, if you can go over and give us a follow on Facebook, we'll be doing some bits over on there.
Mickle like you
going forward.
Yes, Mickle like you mentioned.
Yeah, well, I did that. He said tenner for me if I can
bit
mention.
more zip elastic.
yeah. You know it.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot, lads. And like I say, are you coming next week to videos picking our trophy up and gold medals? Or
I was going for the beers after.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a picture next week. I'll have gold medal and he can have silver, and we'll...
No. No one remembers second, do they?
So I've heard there's a Chinese on cards now.
Oh, 100%.
And
Andy's paying.
The shake. The shake.
Is this what it's...
Do you know what? Because of this podcast, people think I am like the most richest person in the world.
Have you seen his van? 73 plate. Mine's only a 71 plate. Them glasses aren't cheap, are they? You go, boss.
No, they're more
cheap
expensive
enough,
than
they're like me. Mine are Specsavers.
These are like 600 quid, these. Tom Ford's, mate.
He smells nice and all. I wonder what Baccarat Rouge all the way from Dubai.
Yeah, you know, mate. Do you know what? Everyone thinks that I'm buying all our anglers. Like, I pay for the pools and I pay for the curry. It's not. It's all about having a laugh, isn't it?
He offered me 100 quid last year to guess for them, 100 quid. He says, come guess for us, 100 quid.
Put a note on the end.
He'll fly me down in his private jet.
Yeah. Which one? Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
Let's get some food.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed you talking to Ben and sat behind the cameras.
Did you?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I bet you did.
It was funny. I was giggling away.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Apparently you two are twins.
Apparently so, yeah.
Separated at birth.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of comments on Facebook about it.
Yeah.
Which, again, made me giggle as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did, yeah.
Even Liam Darling made a comment on a post this week where I thought
That
was
was a
quite
separate
funny.
one, but Liam's best ever.
It is 100%. I was like, go Liam. Yeah.
Everyone like that, didn't they?
Yeah. That was quite funny.
So, Liam, we've actually found a little comedy streak for him. Yeah.
Just prized it out of him, didn't we?
Yeah. So maybe we can see a bit more of that.
Yeah. The old poison pixie.
That was good. Let's go back to having Ben. So we went to the Chinese afterwards with John, Lodgy, Ben's dad, Ben, yourself, and myself.
Yeah.
And it was quite funny hearing all these exploits and all these things that they've done. And it struck me as a team. They're very tight knit.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're all local as such, aren't they? As local as you're going to get to be a top team now.
But they love it as well. They're catching these. They like catching bigger fish. They're a team that don't seem to go for numbers. They seem to actually just go for the win. That's what it seems like. So I like that style of fishing. It's really good. But we left you because you went, and then we went back.
Work dinner.
Yeah, we went back in Spoons, and I tell you what, I thought I was in trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we were going out for a couple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a couple, was
No.
it? No. Did you like it in the Chinese?
They're Northerners, aren't they?
We had these little beers, and everyone just looked. Big beers.
No.
So.
I'll have a Carlin.
Yeah, Carlin, Tiger, small or large? Large.
Yeah.
Getting back into Spoons, and I'm thinking, well, I better get the first round in because I haven't bought one yet. And then I thought, crikey. And then they said, we're going to go. I thought, oh, thank God. Not in a nasty way.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking this could be back in bloody Griffin again.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning, lights coming in after the disco, going, not again.
Yeah.
You match anglers, you're bad
Yeah,
news.
ruthless. Ruthless.
Oh, talking of match anglers, filmed the old Faffer, didn't I?
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bloody good, isn't he?
Awesome.
Yeah. So, did a video with Simon at Benwick.
You
Mate,
went
Bennick, yeah, in the free section, that was absolutely rammed with fish.
Ooh, love you, Simon. Yeah.
So hopefully that video will come out. Trying to get it out before the Winter League final. It's not instructional though; it's more product related.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty instructional because he still goes through what he's doing because he is very good at doing that. So that will be out soon. And he only fished for about 2.5 hours. It caught so many. The range of fish was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He caught one that was literally that big.
It's what you use when you do your drop shotting, isn't it? Something that big.
Yeah, but it was like about 2 fish before he had a 4 ounce roach, then a 3 ounce rudd, and then some of this little thing and a blip, and it was like, what is here? And we kept seeing these fish bubbling, and we didn't know if it was pike going through the ground bait or if it was tench. Then he caught a tench as well, so I might even put a little bit over here.
God, you're ruining the video now.
The tench was not a surprise.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to catch one, but that was quite good. And then Polly turned up.
Yeah. Yeah, and Watling.
Then Watling turned up.
Yeah.
I think they all want to get on this bloody video, don't
Well, that's it, innit? They love the camera, don't
they?
they?
Boogaliers, the whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That was good as well, so that'll be out very soon. And then we had Simon back at the shop.
Yep.
So we got that one coming out probably
Next week.
all week after.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just see, because I think next week we could be a bit Winter League heavy.
Yeah, results and stuff.
Yeah. And then we did another product one, didn't we? So we've got a lot coming soon. So watch this space. So that'll be out soon as well. That's all good. There was something else I was going to mention. Oh, yeah. Before I forget. My revenge will be complete
Okay.
on Saturday.
Okay.
I've got an army.
Yeah.
I've resurrected the old Fenland army, mate.
Have you?
Yeah, these Yudites. Just watch. You'll see a lot happening around you. Don't care if it's Winter League final. Biggest final of the year. Revenge will be mine.
Okay.
Can't wait. Been hours, mate, prepping this.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of time. Yeah. Called in quite a few favours. Yeah. Red arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of flyby. Red arrows.
Yeah.
Things like that, yeah.
Come on, they're going to be on edge now. You've told them what's happening.
Yeah. Arsene Wenger's going to make an appearance.
Never.
He'll be there, yeah.
Will he?
Yeah.
Hope he's got his coat. Tries to zip his coat up.
No, he'll have his little shorts and running around West End Park. Allez, tackle and bits, allez. Yeah, no. Just watch, boys, you'll see so much happening. Angling Trust, I do apologise now.
Yeah, oh
I'll
dear.
get blamed for ruining it, won't I?
Oh dear.
Yeah. Hey, that's life, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. If there can be no comeback from Saturday.
Do you reckon?
Oh, impossible.
That's it, done, finished after Saturday, is it?
Well, Sid Wilson can't. But when do we show that picture?
Well, some people have actually mentioned it.
Is now the best time?
Well-
Should we save it? You're cool.
Yeah, I think we should just save it.
Save it.
Yeah.
What, for a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah.
Sid, you're going to get double dose, my friend.
Yeah.
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 So we got
Yeah, pissed it, mate.
spies everywhere.
Yeah. Dang, mate.
You boys just got to accept. It's sent to
Right, gal.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to mention football anymore. Just this comes out on Wednesday and Saturday, boys. That's what I'm saying. Right. Before I get really carried away and overexcited, should we
You was on one then.
I know I
weren't you?
was, yeah. Should we get into the match results?
Yes.
Do you want me to start with Spilsby?
Yeah.
I ain't got anything.
Oh, probably because it flooded.
Flooded.
again,
Maybe
yeah.
they've all been washed away.
Wow.
Boston may be underwater.
Well, it may well be. Boston might do it.
Well, not, isn't it? Well, cleanse it.
I do apologise. But I think a lot of people in Boston would say the same thing. So, yeah, we have the Ramsey and District matches. And guess where they were this week?
Ramsey St Mary, perchance?
Yes, they were.
Oh,
for a
were they?
change. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had their Wednesday match and 2 seconds. They had the Wednesday match and Benjamin Button was wrong. Start again. Kevin Moult won on Wednesday with £20.2. Runner up was Colgate Keith, £11.6. Benjamin Button third, £10.1. Then Sunday, Benjamin Button won it, 10-14. He likes it when it's a grueler. When it's a bit hard.
Yeah.
Benjamin Button's your
Mind you,
man.
when you're saying £10 a grueler,
Yeah.
That's a bit mad, really.
Well, it is really.
Yeah, it's not a gruder, no. Ounces. Whittlesea boys know what the gruder is.
Well,
When you haven't given,
not this week. They caught a load of fish.
when you haven't got what you keep in.
No. So, moving on to Whittlesea club match.
Is it all anti-John Taylor? Have they kept things secret again?
Yeah, no. Out in front was Andy Lawrence with £25.4. Run-up was Jono, £22.9. I think he must have been lost. Third, Gary Burton, £18.8. And then there was loads
Where
of
were
17s. They was on Whittlesea Dyke, on the disabled platforms. So basically you had a match above the lock.
Oh, this is below the lock.
And they're below the lock.
Right.
Whittlesea Dyke.
You said this last week, didn't you?
Yeah. So there's some great fishing. Then I'm just trying to find the Tuesday clubs because Windmill Steve has messaged me and I forgot all about it. And I'm normally quite prepared, but, you know, get all my local information from Steve.
Hey, you should be a pike angler.
Yeah. So
I'm impressed.
first was Ain't Easy Being Cheesy, £20.12.
Where were they?
They was on Whittlesea Dyke again.
Hold on. Did Cheesy catch a tench?
No, he won his section on Sunday as well, and there was no tench involved. So he's a changed man.
I tell you what, he's been practicing
Yeah.
because he told me there's no way he could compete.
Well, he's done well.
He has done well. Has he got a new pole?
He's got that many poles, mate.
Taped up
Yeah.
still, yeah.
Yeah. Run up was Windmill Steve with £20.4.
Cool, that's close.
And then Mike Mohan 16.3, Peter Bellamy 15.7. Mainly roach caught and perch. And Windmill Steve caught an M. It's probably because he's too tight to buy a pint of maggots.
Did he blag those from everybody the week before?
Well, maybe so, yeah. Not that you got a reputation, Steve, or anything, you know. So yeah, that was the Tuesday club, and then Saturday there was the Angling Trust or the practice match, which was on Whittlesea Bower and Benwick.
Was that organised by Stan, yeah?
It was indeed, yes, it was indeed. I'm just trying to find the full results here. So
Is that done in conjunction with the Angling Trust?
no, so this is all the matches that Bob runs and Stan J. They're all run off their own back. You know, they do a fantastic job.
Yeah.
They don't have to do the matches.
Isn't that good?
It is. It certainly is. So match winner was Dan Varney from Benwick. He had £19.10. Runner-up was Billy Kirk, £19.2, all at Benwick. Third in the match was, ain't got no teeth, so he can't show you, Phil Chesterton with £17.9.
Was he
which
at
he had
Benwick?
some tench, yeah. Peg 8, I think he was. Yeah, bung old tench peg, but he's done well there, so well done, Phil. And then next up, in fourth in the match, was Gary Barkley with 16.10. So the main frame all come from there. They put a lot of pegs like through Little London, and then put some at Halfpenny Toll, and they were tough. They were tough.
Yeah.
A lot of tench dominated sections, like 1 or 2 tench. I think Will Freeman might have had 4. But the bower fished well. There was 20 pegs on there, so sort of thinking with the Winter League final in mind, there's going to be obviously 15 peg section on the bower, and it's going to be every other peg, so everyone will have a bit more room. So these were like every peg for peg, and I think there was Steve Townsend from peg 1. He had £13.15. And then there was an £11, which was Jim Brocky, £11.12. Josh Newman, 10.13. Lots of sort of £6, £7, £8 weights, which is still good fishing. I mean,
What about our newfound friends? How'd they fare?
who's that? Well, you ain't got no friends.
Our newfound
Oh,
friends.
our newfound friends.
Our
newfound
our
friends.
Chinese restaurant friends.
Oh, right. You mean beep, 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 beep. One of them. Yeah. I think Lodgy drew at Halfpenny Toll, so I don't know if he fished or not. John Goodwin drew peg 1 at Benwick. Had a nightmare. I think he lost his wedding ring, so he's more worried about trying to find his wedding ring
Did he
than
really?
anything else. But he found it, thankfully.
Oh, God.
So panic over. Ben drew next to Danny. And We'll come on to that anyway.
Oh, this is good news.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. So,
That's karma.
well, yeah. But for which way? So yeah, they all caught a few fish. Michael did well again. I think he won his section, but they all caught fish both days. So yeah, they had a good weekend, good crack.
We haven't done the Sunday yet. You just done the Saturday.
I know. I'm coming on to it.
Oh, okay.
Coming on to it. Right. So, teams match on March. The river was fast. It's not as fast as it has been or as is today, for example.
Somehow,
Biblical
John
mountain
Taylor got onto it. How
Yeah,
did he
there was
manage
a
that?
few. There's a few no shows, so there was quite a few.
Was he just
blind.
hanging around, loitering?
He does that a lot, doesn't he?
What? So he gets there in the morning with all his gear.
Just loiters about.
He goes, Sir, I can play if you haven't got enough.
Yeah.
Please pick me.
He'll be about. He's a Spurs fan, by the way.
Well, he's getting it as well on Saturday.
he's-
Yeah.
he's
So
getting it.
JT,
Yeah.
you're in the mix, boy.
Um.
I've got you as well.
Yeah.
He's getting an extra special present.
So yeah.
Been made as we talk.
Oh really?
Been knitted by the elves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the river was perfect probably Saturday, and then Saturday night, Sunday morning we had a biblical amount of rain, didn't we?
Oh, good God.
So I remember walking back from the pub about 12 o'clock, and the river was stood still, and I'm thinking, that's not good. It means that it's gonna.
Oh,
fill
right.
up
So
the road
we had a
tomorrow.
Chinese Friday night.
Yeah.
So you had a.
We had a steak Saturday night. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was really good
What
actually.
at the Cock?
Black Rock. Yeah.
Is it now called the Black Rock?
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, it was good. It was like, yeah, there's loads of people out. It was
All the anglers.
yeah, it was full. It was
Don't tell
rammed.
me the Ossett boys on the beer again.
Yeah, well, we caught. I think Lodgy and Ben's dad went a bit earlier, but the others were all still out.
Lodgy had a
Rosy-faced.
He had a charge of batteries for his metal detectors. Didn't
That's right. Yeah.
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 I've never. I've
Every
never.
person that walked past says, "Do you know a farmer? Do you know a farmer?"
Oh, honestly,
Literally
that
everyone.
was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My face was aching from laughing so much.
Yeah. So
But
result.
He's not on social media though.
No.
Is that
Good
because
job, isn't it?
The most famous metal detector in the land.
Well, he did say he was going to have his own metal detecting podcast. He might invite you on, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it going to be called?
Yeah.
Life with Lodge E.
Yeah. So yeah, fish well again. Fantastic.
Fish really well.
Yeah, considering match winner was Jim Brocky, £67 dead. So I think he had a real good result on the Saturday and an even better one on the Sunday.
And that was
Missed underwater. He drew like nearest where you live, so 2 above the health centre bridge, and the one below it wasn't drawn. And he's made the most of it, and £67. Thank you very much.
and it was running off.
Yeah.
That goes through there. That second peg.
It does, yeah. It does. It narrows up there, doesn't it?
You think the first peg will be better because you can get behind the boat.
Yeah. You can. You get slack water. Excuse me.
You got no flat water there. It's just, it funnels it.
Runner-up was Gav Butler, £55 4. Danny Mason, £47 3. Gobber, Rob Wright, £36 12.
Gobber smashed him out.
Yeah, he got a ticket as well. His match was cancelled at Biggins.
Hold on a minute. What are they doing? Are they all hanging around?
Yeah, they're all. Yeah.
So they're not going to know till Sunday morning.
No, Gobber wasn't fishing. His match got cancelled at Biggin because it got flooded, so he got a ticket in March.
Well, they just turn up.
Yeah.
What about all the bait they need?
Hello.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, the shake supplies.
Yeah.
Oh, you little backhanders. You bring enough for everybody, don't you?
Well,
You
yeah.
know what's going on, don't
Yeah.
you?
I won't turn a pint of pinkies down. Do you know what I mean? Do 50 mile for a £3 pint of pinkies. And
I hope you charged them more.
obviously, yeah. I charged them for the water as well.
Gate crashing.
And then sneaking in the frame was the Battle of the Noses. Was Will Freeman and Mr. Tony Watling, £34 6. They tied.
Well, Watling has told me he's a year diet as well.
He is, yeah.
Oh, he kept that quiet.
Yeah.
That's free air, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So I think there was 10 weights over £30.
That's madness.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Fantastic fishing. Fantastic.
Well, I know. So missed that. So hold on. Out here was 67.
Yeah.
Gav had
55 and 47,
So where
Gav
was
and
Gav?
Danny. They were M1 and M2 from the end at the bypass.
Townside.
No, Boatyard side. Yeah, going away. Yeah.
Brood?
Yes. I think Gav had 250 fish for £55 for. That's lovely days fishing. Yeah.
Size 4 hook, floating crest.
That's exactly what he did, yeah.
Trod it down.
Yeah.
That's the way I get them.
Yeah.
I get some big ones, mate.
Yeah. And then obviously Gobber was near the long peg, like near the bandstand.
Right.
Watling was one above him, and Mr. Freeman was somewhere near the allotment stile. I'm not sure if he was on the stile or he was somewhere around there, and he had rudd as well, skimmers and bits and bobs. So
let me just make sure this wasn't Chris Hodson, because I just got a message and I'm thinking, is that him?
okay,
Is it him? No.
no,
No.
right. So Chip Shop Awards. Well, where do we start with this one? Obviously, this weekend has been like the FA Cup shocks. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, like on the third round where you get the big hitters, or one of them loses.
Really?
But this weren't just one or two. There was loads.
I've had a quick sneak. There's some names there.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Obviously, with 2 matches to go on as well, with the Saturday
Are
and
you
the
going
Sunday.
to give T-shirts out for both?
When I see him.
Well, come on. Bob Nudd. Everybody wants to know.
Yeah, no one's seen him. No one has seen him. If anyone's seen Bob Nudd this weekend at March, then please tell me, because I never see him.
Hi, hold on. I can't say it.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack. He's got to reappear, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes,
Well,
that'd be the one.
You've got to get him at
Yeah,
the Hey
yeah,
Jack.
if
You've got
he's
to
there,
hijack him at the Hey Jack.
Yeah, okay.
So Gav's got a rugby tackle.
Yeah.
Pin him to the floor and you've got to put it on him.
Righto.
Don't knock the cap off.
Righto. Anyway, so while we're talking about the Chip Shop Award, there's a few people that didn't weigh in this weekend.
That means...
That means
A lot.
you're just highlighted
Yeah.
to everyone.
Yeah.
So there was...
Name and shame.
well, we'll go through it. We'll
Yeah.
go through it. So there's no sort of one-off person going to get it this week, but there was a few. So we had James Lewis, Mr. Angling Trust match organiser. He drew next to me and did get chip shot, but not a massive chip shopping. But
Is he the
did.
guy that did the ladies' name?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so he
fishes. Yeah, does
got chip
good
shop, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Not a lot, but he's a chip shopping.
he got to get one.
Rob Quinn got chip shop. Jason Jeans got chip shop. A man called Ibo. He is one of the Ossett lads as well. He's a funny man.
Is he the chubby guy, the chub guy?
Chunky guy,
No,
yeah.
the one they said is a chub catcher.
No, that's... no, they said Lodgy or Michael Bowers.
Bauer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bowers on the Bauer.
Oh, yeah.
But no, Ibo's he's a character, and he was... put it this way, he's busting some moves on Saturday night when I see him, so maybe that had something to do with his performance on Sunday. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, and then Nick Crooks didn't weigh in on the Sunday again.
We can't get him twice.
No, but...
We could get him twice.
But Gav Butler never weighed in on the Saturday.
Well, he's too busy barbel fishing.
Yeah. Danny Mason never...
Grew.
And there's another lad called Tom Barlow who likes to dob people in quite a bit. So on my Facebook post this week with the match results, I just put a nice little comment, please nominate your Chip Shop Awards. And obviously no one daren't put anything on the actual post, but quite a few people have messaged me with, pointing fingers and stuff. And
How has Peterborough been quite quiet this week?
yeah, well, they're never quiet, are they?
I ain't heard anything from him. No.
No. So Lee Kerry got chip shopped, which obviously he's the Barnsley captain and a phenomenal angler.
If you present him a T-shirt before the match on Saturday, that could psychologically damage him.
Do you reckon?
Oh, yeah.
But so he's got a chip shop award. But to be fair to Lee Kerry, he owned his chip shopping because he weighed in.
Did he?
Yeah. He weighed in, took it like a man. His result for his £3 next to their £7 is on the board. It's there for everyone to see. But Tom Barlow deserves it because he tried to avoid it and not weigh in.
And he's the chief
And
snake.
his mate Duffy and his mate Nick Crooks and everyone else has dobbed him in. So, Tom Barlow, you've been chip shot. So, yeah.
Can we get some photographs, please? Because
I will.
haven't had a
I will.
photograph for ages, and we do like the photographs
Yeah.
with their little faces all going.
But it was unbelievable. I could have given out loads of T-shirts this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, when you said earlier, I thought Ben had been chip shop when you said he was next to Danny.
No, well, he was one side of Danny.
Yeah.
And Charlotte Gore, the other side of Danny, battered him as well. It was a day of chip shopping Saturday.
Yeah.
Freak days. But that's why we go fishing, innit?
Yeah.
So
These freaks think these freaks happen in the fens. Oh, we haven't mentioned the Weatherspoons,
what?
Lodgy,
Yeah.
and the transvestite.
Okay.
That was the thing I was laughing at most.
Right, okay.
I don't know whether we should mention it on the podcast, really.
Well, probably not.
Michael, you need to contact me, mate. We need to have a conversation. I need to know some answers to some questions I'm not going to ask on air. But there's a lot of
This is all because he calls you little man.
there's a lot of bravado flying around in the Chinese, wasn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
And his face kind of lit up with some.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't go any further, but I think the other lads will know what we're on about.
Yeah.
But,
In-house joke.
yeah. So maybe that's why he went home Saturday. Maybe he got lucky.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe.
God. This is going to get banned again.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to get a nasty email from YouTube
Yeah.
and from Peterborough.
What, because we haven't mentioned him?
No, because that's probably one of their team members.
Oh.
In the
Sorry.
pink team.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely in the mole team, isn't he? Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So, moving on swiftly. What have you been up to this week?
That was it. Filming Willsmore and going
Oh.
to the Chinese. I haven't been fishing, mate. I don't know where to go.
No.
No, I've kind of given up. And nothing's happened in my world fishing-wise. It's all gone a bit weird. Waiting for things to get finalised. Lots of good news, but it never happens. Oh, God.
So,
no,
so it's still not finalised.
No, give up. I give up.
Bit like these chip shop awards, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah, they never appear. No. So once, yeah.
So that's it, really. Moving on. Good luck to everyone fishing this Saturday.
Barnsley Blacks, right, are the most targeted team.
Oh, they're like Man United. They've won everything for so long, and
Man City, mate. They're like Man City.
no, Man United have been more consistent, long over a longer period.
But it just shows how good
they're
they
going
are.
through.
Because they are, everybody wants to beat them, and yet they still win. So it'd be really interesting on Saturday to see what happens.
Yeah, they'll win. Yeah,
It's madness, isn't it?
Oh,
All
that's
these
awesome.
really good anglers and all these teams, how can they do it? It's just crazy. So Saturday, once I press stop record, we're going to have a chat about Saturday night, because I think I might take the camera down just to try and somehow
it'd be good.
record the results.
Yeah.
It's the audio. I don't know how to do it.
right.
James,
James Lewis.
is he going to be on the...
He'll be announcing the results. I think he's actually fishing this year as well.
I don't think they want me down there because
No.
the women's national.
No.
They asked me for the footage, and I said yes,
Yeah,
if you pay me.
yeah.
So I think maybe that won't happen.
I think it'd be interesting to get a few maybe after the match, maybe before the match. I know there's a lot of time set up, so...
It's a lot of spare time.
Well, yes and no. Obviously, it's a big match, so people, bear in mind skylining and things like that. People want to come and watch it. It's if you get some funny looks, you might think you're not skylining, but do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I will see try and find some of the people that we've had on the
why.
podcast this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll see
I'm sure before the match and after the match, not a problem, and maybe some, from a distance type of thing that you're not affecting anyone, and I think why not? I think it'd be a good little light.
about an hour or two before. I'll walk the length down here and see if I can find out, because I need to know.
I think also you've got the Brat Pack and the rest of the Peterborough people
they'll be
stewarding,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm sure there'll be some
Yeah.
childish behaviour.
Well, yeah. Obviously, the Unites have got to keep an eye out for.
Well,
the Red
that's it,
Arrows,
isn't it? Yeah,
Arsene Wenger.
yeah,
And everyone's coming down,
yeah.
I was going to ask Robin Van Persie, the snake, but no, he's not allowed.
He's not allowed.
He's a snake.
Yeah.
But there's a lot going on. I'll try and catch a few people. We'll do the results after. And then we're not going to film the curry house and what goes on after that.
No. Obviously, you might be able to talk to some people.
Lodge will be home by then anyway. Be
Lodge
safe.
you. No, he'll be eyeing up metal detecting spots, won't he?
Or
Did you know there's a so-and-so coin found?
transvestites and Weatherspoons.
Well, maybe.
God. We're going to have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is
We've
going to...
rambled on for long enough.
Right, good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck, everyone.
Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very
You
excited.
are, aren't you? I can
No,
tell you.
no.
He has been revving up for this. all
Well,
season.
yeah, I mean, it's, for us, it's a competition we want to win.
Yeah.
And for everyone locally, we want to win. And, get the right draw, who knows?
Yeah, it's all about draw, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tension already.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to go. By the time we do the next one, it'll all be over.
I know.
Yeah. We could have a big cup here.
We could do,
All
yeah.
a sobbing
Could
shake,
do, or
yeah.
it could be another, maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's go. See you all next time with
Yep.
lots of stories.
Yep.